Alright, earlier today we got in another load of stuff. The boys went and picked a couple lockers up, a 5x8 and 10x10 locker. These lockers, the pictures are terrible. They look like junk, both these lockers. They were both cheap. I think I paid like $250 total for these two lockers, and so here's the stuff that came out of them, and we will see how we do. You can see there's a little TV there. There's some shoe boxes. Let's see what we got. Oh, those are in there. Let's see the condition. Okay, a little bit dirty, but they don't look bad. They'll sell on eBay. Well, let's see. Another pair here. Yep. Another pair. Yep, pair of Converse. So quite a few shoes, looks like. And some other things. So we'll see how this stuff looks, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything exciting. Alright, I've barely started going through this, and I've already found some great stuff. I'll show you. A lot of shoes. Nike, Lunar Force 1 duck boots. There, these shoes. They all look like, for the most part, like they've. This box has got some other stuff down in there. I haven't opened all these up yet. The shoes look like they've been worn, but just only slightly worn, and look, for the most part, like they're in pretty good shape. What we got here? Air Jordan 5 Retro. Hard to go wrong. The locker that all these shoes were in, I paid $90 for, and you can see a stack of 3 of these Nike boxes, 3 of these red ones in the front of it, but I was counting on them being empty. I never count on actually finding the shoes that there are boxes for, because that's just unreliable. Here's a pair of Converse. Those look like they're in real good shape. Pair of Timberlands here. Let's see. These look pretty nice. Wow, those ones look like they're in real good shape. Nah, some issues there, you can see that. Last pair there. So there's probably a couple hundred to a few $100s worth of just shoes there. There's all these Burberry perfume, but unfortunately they're all empty. A couple tags from Burberry for different things. So I'm holding on to those in case I find what goes with them. This iPhone here, it's all busted up, but that'll still sell for parts or repair on eBay pretty easily. On one bullet, 40 caliber. And there was several other new pieces of clothing, a lot of like Victoria's Secret brand pink, a lot of that in there. A lot of new stuff, new with tags. Here's a shirt that's new with tags. Sweatpants new with tags. Here's a Ralph Lauren cap, hat new with tags. Here's a Nike hat new with tags. So just a lot of good stuff so far. All that stuff will go on eBay. Then over here is stuff to go out in our store. Little odds and ends here. Some tools, some knives. Big old foam die. Cards, stuff like that. Just junk that we'll sell in our store. So far it looks like a pretty good locker. Let's see what else we find. This TV was in one of those lockers. It didn't have a remote with it, but we keep extra remotes that we find, and so we found a remote that works for it. So we'll be putting that out in the store probably for around $100. Alright, we just found all these knives. None of them are anything real special, but they'll sell well. A lot of these survival type knives that have like a hollow handle and have matches and fish hooks and stuff in them. Big old Bowie knife. Again, they're all just cheap knives. This is kind of a cool one here, this sword. It's pretty good size and it's in pretty good shape. It's kind of cool. So we'll put these out in our store, and I'm sure we'll do pretty well with them. Just found this jacket. Nice leather motorcycle jacket. And then inside the pockets, a little bit of money. And some other stuff we found. Found this little bullhorn, PSP, CDs, an amp here. There's another amp back in there. See that? Some other stuff in here. So, all in all, pretty good locker. Oh, pocket. Alright, we just found this this game. I guess it's some sort of game. And you can see from that guy's expression, this looks like a bunch of fun. So me and my brother, we're going to try this out. Alright, so apparently how this game works is you hold on to one of these handle things like this, and then you have to watch a light down here. When the light goes from green to red, I guess, you all hit your button, and the last one to hit the button gets a shock. And you got two options for shock level. You have extreme shock or normal shock. And we're going to start on normal.
Good.
And then maybe switch over to extreme at some point here. So we'll try this out and see how this goes. Okay, so now you have to pick one of these. Okay, so wait a second. Where's the instructions? Okay, so the trigger light goes from red to green. Okay, when the sound stops and the trigger light goes from red to green.
It's like
you have to
musical
hit the button.
chairs, except deadly. We should take this to youth group.
Good. The elimination round. All right. So we're gonna. So it's gonna go red. There's gonna be music, and then the last one to hit it. So we're just gonna. Oh, this scared. Don't hit it too soon. I'm so nervous.
Oh, I'm scared.
Ah,
Gosh.